Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about the 2.3 trillion scam. Now if you just type in Rumsfeld, 2.3 trillion, you see that it already says it's missing from the Pentagon, $2.3 trillion, 2.3 trillion, a YouTube video, missing trillions, why doesn't anyone ask Rumsfeld, there's an 9/11 myth, but we're not going to go to that. War on waste, admitted 2.3 trillion, if he ever found, admitted, blah blah blah. If you just type in one extra word, you can find, oh, hang on a second. There we go. If you find one extra word, you can find the actual speech where he says it. This is on the Department of Defense website. Now, this is a long speech, as you can see right here. The conspiracy shepherds are just focusing on one sentence of probably a multi-page speech, and they are dishonest about it. I'm obviously not going to go over the entire speech with you because it is long, as I said. But I'm going to go over key points. The men and women of this department are too fed up with the bureaucracy. So it's bureaucracy. Most of it is bureaucracy that he's talking about. He's saying he knows that the taxpayers deserve better. He wants people's tax dollars to not be wasted, is what he's saying. Alright, now here's the paragraph where the conspiracy shepherds say, oh, the money is missing, that's proof. The technology revolution has transformed organizations across the private sector, but not ours, not fully, not yet. We are, as they say, tangled in our anchor chain. Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track 2.3 trillion in transactions. We cannot share information from floor to floor in this building because it is stored on dozens of technological systems that are inaccessible or incompatible. And he's not done. We maintain 20 to 25% more base infrastructure than we need to support our forces at an annual waste to taxpayers of some 3 to 4 billion. Fully half of our resources go to infrastructure and overhead, and in addition to draining resources from war fighting, these costly and outdated systems, procedures, and programs stifle innovation as well. A new idea must often survive the gauntlet of some 17 levels of bureaucracy to make it from a line officers to my desk. So he's not saying that there's money missing. He's saying we have enough to maintain what we need to do, but there is so much bureaucracy and so much waste and so much incompatible systems that it makes finding a certain transaction when they're audited difficult. Say you have two houses. You have two houses. You can't get to your house across the country right away, and there's an audit on it, an audit on a particular transaction. You can't track that transaction at the time. Okay, so the conspiracy people have told me, well, this isn't in this video, this isn't in this video, that sentence isn't in this video. Here's a hint. The conspiracy shepherds lie to you. They want you to believe that he announced it the day before 9/11 as a suspicious, oh, the news is going to be buried in the next day's announcements, in the next day's tragedies. That is a lie. Now he continues to talk more and more and more and more and on and on and on. In fact, as you can see, as I'm scrolling down, it goes even further. Now, there's one thing that I wanted to point out here. If I can find it. Okay. There are dozens of offices of general counsel scattered throughout the department. Each service has one. Each agency does too. So the Joint Chiefs. We have so many general counsel offices that we actually have another general counsel's office whose only job is to coordinate all those general counsels. So essentially he's saying, imagine a business who has so many secretaries that they have to have another secretary to figure out where all these secretaries go. He's saying that there is so much money wasted and so much money that cannot be accounted for right away that it's unfair to the taxpayers. He even gives an email address to offer suggestions. Anybody who wants to make suggestions on how to solve this problem. And he also says in the speech that it'll take years to do, which is true because you know, in the case of too many secretaries, you can't just fire all those secretaries all at once. You got to figure out you got to be fair to the person and be like, okay, how can we help you move to a different job? You can't just like fire them and kick them out right off the bat. That's just unfair. So in conclusion, anybody who says the $2.3 trillion is missing, is unaccounted for, that he admitted to it, does not know what they're talking about. They have not read the speech. They are a sheep to the conspiracy shepherds, and they need to wake up. Do some research.